Oase's versatile PondoVacs are dedicated water feature vacuums with features no utility vac can match. As easy as it is to use, there are some maintenance items the user should be aware of, and some easy fixes to common issues. This guide will offer tips to avoid common problems in the first place, and help troubleshoot the most common situations that may still occasionally occur. As with any electrical device, even those designed to be used near ponds and fountains, water must not be allowed to seep into the electric motor itself. This can happen if the unit is laid on its side, so always keep the PondoVac upright during use, service, and transport. Also, do not operate or leave the unit out in the rain. The PondoVac can become very heavy during use when filled with water. Remove the suction head from the water and allow the discharge pump to empty the canister before moving the vacuum cleaner. The body and seals will be subjected to excessive strain if the vacuum cleaner is moved when the tank is full. It's important to clean the PondoVac after every use to avoid debris drying up and clogging the works, and that requires removing the vacuum head to access the inside of the canister. The cord that supplies power to the discharge pump, visible on the side of the machine, is long enough to allow the vacuum head to be removed, but the cord can easily be stretched or even pulled out completely from the connection socket by careless or accidental movement of the motor. To avoid the possibility of damage, loosen the security screw at the center of the connection plug, then unplug the discharge pump cord before cleaning the canister. Unplugging the pump cord will prevent excessive tension on the cord, which could permanently cut power to the discharge pump. Make sure not to undo the shark bite nuts on either end of the connector, and keep the plugs from getting excessively wet, or they will need to be dried off before reconnecting. The PondoVac 5 discharge pump is powerful, resilient, and long-lasting. It's built to handle the debris flowing into the container, most of which gets trapped in the debris bag. However, over time, the pump may become clogged, requiring the removal of the discharge pump to clean it. With the outlet adapter already removed, unclip the two plastic straps that secure the pump in the canister by pushing down on the center of the strap and disengaging the ends. Remove the screw that retains the stainless steel transport protection strap and pull the strap up out of the way to remove the pump. The stainless transport protection strap is only necessary for shipping or horizontal transport of the unit. You may elect to replace or remove it. Undo the screws on the pump casing and remove the protective intake grid. Clean the grid and the pump casing inside and out with clear water and a soft brush. Remove any debris soiling the impeller, turning the impeller until it's clean all around. Reinstall the grid, then the plastic straps. Then rotate clockwise to align it with the hole in the canister. Insert and tighten the stores fitting to lock the intake in place. Replace the debris bag, making sure the elastic band is seated in the groove of the intake distributor, and secure it with the Velcro tape. Rinse, coil, and safely store both suction and discharge tubes. Store the PondoVac in a covered, dry location. If your PondoVac will not switch on, but no warning signal has sounded, check that the outlet has power, and make sure the discharge cord plug is connected and dry. If there is moisture inside the plug, dry it out. If your PondoVac will not switch on after a warning signal has sounded, the water inside the unit rose too high. To protect the vacuum motor, the float inside the foam filter closed the intake for more than 15 seconds or for more than 3 times in 60 seconds. Drain the canister and check that the float is operating properly, then switch the power off and on again. If the PondoVac turns on but has no suction, it may be because it's set too high above the water level. Move it closer to water level and try again. If it still has no suction, it's usually because either the debris bag, the filter, the non-return valve, or the suction hose or tubing are dirty or clogged. Step 1. Turn off the machine and clean the debris bag first. Then remove the flexible suction hose and start the machine. Place the palm of your hand over the inlet. If you don't feel any suction, proceed to step 2. If you feel suction and the tone of the machine rises distinctly, then the blockage is inside the suction hose. Shake the tubing vigorously or flush it with a garden hose to loosen and remove the blockage. Replace the suction hose on the PondoVac and resume cleaning. Step 2. Check the non-return valve on the outlet adapter. Remove the motor head by opening the two blue clamps on the outside of the canister. Unscrew the blue stores fitting where the discharge hose attaches. Remove the outlet adapter by twisting counterclockwise to unlock, and remove the non-return valve. Once the blockage or debris have been removed and the flap is clean and moves freely, close and latch the canister and check for proper function. If there was no debris in the discharge port and the flap was clean and moving freely, move on to Step 3. Step 3. Under the motor head there is a float cage. The float inside rises to seal off the motor in case the water in the canister gets too high. The float is protected by the filter foam, but over time debris can accumulate within the cage and around the float, affecting its smooth operation. If the machine switches on but there's still no suction, lift off the motor head, remove the retaining cover and the filter, and rock the motor head back and forth a few times to ensure smooth movement of the float. If necessary, clean the filter foam and the area around the float with a garden hose before replacing the foam and retaining cover. Close and latch the canister and check for proper function. And that's everything you need to know about maintaining and troubleshooting your Oase PondoVac 5, but we're afraid to ask. You can find out more about the PondoVac and all our products on our website and YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you all in the next video.